Hey guys, it's Respect, and in the most recent Hugo stream, we got some juicy news and more details about the massive Quakecon 2025 update for Doom the Dark Ages, including a new teaser image for the game's first story DLC. This isn't just a patch, this update reworks entire sections of the game, adds long requested features like slow-mo slider, rebalances boss fights, Atlin and Dragon reworks, and more. Let's start with the Atlin, aka the giant sentinel mech you pilot in some of the campaign's most cinematic levels. These missions were cool, but let's be honest, kinda slow. But thankfully that's changing in the new update. The Atlin gets a lightning powered ground pound that you can use to shock colossals, those big tanky demons, and power up your attack speed. It looks badass, and it's exactly the power fantasy the Atlin needed. On top of that, they've reworked the finisher system. You no longer lose charge when switching moves or chaining combos, which means faster gameplay, more fluid transitions, and just way more satisfying destruction overall. If you skipped replaying those levels because they dragged before, I seriously recommend giving them another run after this patch. Now let's talk about the dragon riding sequences, another part of the campaign that looked amazing but slowed the pacing. The devs have seen the feedback and agreed because they're overhauling them. Previously, you had to wait for specific green projectiles to dodge and charge your autocannon. That meant flying around, waiting for enemies to fire the right shot. Now they've made all the projectiles green during those sections, meaning you can constantly dodge them, keeping your autocannons fully empowered. They've even extended the power duration. Hugo mentions he wants to make it feel like a speed run and make it a smoother experience. This is a huge quality of life upgrade that turns the dragon from a tedious can't wait to get back to the Slayer to being a fun pace-breaking experience. Next up, boss battles are getting way more intense. If you thought some of them were too easy or repetitive, so did id Software. They're adding new enemy spawns during the fights to keep the pressure on you, especially early in Act 2 where things slow down. They're also tweaking boss AI mechanics like shortening health pickups, tightening parry windows, and nerfing exploits. Certain encounters will include pressure units, think extra demons mid-fight to keep you dodging and not camping in a corner. These fights are going to feel more in line with the tactical chaos Doom is known for. Let's talk about what's coming next because master levels are confirmed to be in development for the Dark Ages. If you're new to the series, master levels are ultra difficult remixes of campaign missions, with more demons, harder arenas, and smartly reworked layouts. We don't have a release date yet, but based on past Doom support, we could see the first master level drop alongside the Quakecon update or just before the story DLC. We don't have much longer of a wait to find out. One of the most requested features by the community is finally coming, the slow-mo slider. Some players loved that cinematic slowdown, some players felt it totally messed with the game's pacing, especially on nightmare runs or replays. With the new slider, you have full control. You can set it to 100 for the original slowdown or crank it down to 0 for full speed chaos with no interruptions. While there's already mods on PC that did this is huge for console gamers. They're also fixing one of the more annoying quirks in combat, not being able to block while switching weapons. That's done. This update adds shield blocking during weapon swaps and right after a shield bash. No more cheap hits while you're mid-transition, plus they're bringing back double tap weapon switching, so if your weapon shares a slot, a double tap pulls out your favorite. If you missed that from Doom Eternal, it's back and better than ever. Alright, now let's get into the fun stuff, the first story DLC teaser for Doom the Dark Ages. During the game director playthrough, Hugo Martin dropped an early teaser image. The image shows a brutal snowy stronghold completely drenched in icy gothic architecture and a massive red sigil floating in the sky. It looks like a demonic seal, maybe holding something in or keeping something out. We have confirmation that this is a frozen hell. This is the first time Doom the Dark Ages has shown a snow biome, and that is a huge shift in tone. No lava, no scorched stone. This is cold, rotting, and ancient. It's all open to speculation, but this first tease feels like a final approach to something massive. We're heading into the coldest, darkest, most twisted part of the Slayer's journey yet. I'm looking forward into diving deeper into the lore this DLC will bring. That's all for the news roundup today. Quakecon is right around the corner, and I'm sure we'll be getting more news from there, so buckle in and subscribe to stay up to date. Like the video and let us know in the comments if you're still playing the Dark Ages or plan to return with the new update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.